Check, 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 check. What up, buddy?
Hey, Matthew. Hello, Matthew.
How are you?
Fantastic. How are you doing?
Well, I was doing okay until this god awful close to the third quarter we got going here.
Not a very good close, but it was looking so promising.
Oh, Temple, come on.
Let's see.
I feel like there's been a lot of wrestling stuff on Twitter recently. Was there a big thing?
The Royal Rumble. You watched it last year.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
Who won this year?
Edge.
I don't know who that is.
He returned last year, and it was like a big deal. He was like an older guy.
Oh, okay.
It was very exciting. He won. It was pretty good. And then the woman, Bianca Belair, won the women's. But it was big. Rumble was fun. It's just people fighting.
She's the one that I saw lots of posts about on Twitter.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's like a freak athlete. Absolute freak. Like, she's so impressive. Impressive. Always impressive.
What's going on with your Mavs?
It's terrible.
Are they lost 5 in a row? They're playing right now, right? Against Phoenix?
The Suns. Yeah. They're playing. So I'm not too worried except for KP.
Yeah.
Kind of given up on him.
Given up?
Well, I've kind of sold my stock. I would trade him. I think if he plays half the games every year and then that half is spent trying to get into like shape.
Yeah.
For $250 million, it's going to be bad.
I keep forgetting just how massive that contract is. I mean,
it's very big. He's very young. That's like the good thing.
Yeah.
He's 25. But that's the only thing I'm worried about. I'm not worried about anything. We've missed. It's Corona. It's Corona. We had like 7 games in 9 nights on the road in high altitude places. So I'm not too worried, except for a kid. But like, this is the first time we've had everyone the entire season.
Yeah.
And so
I mean,
what can you do?
I feel like every team, other than maybe a lucky few, are going to go through that at some point. And like maybe it'll get better the further away we get from winter, the further we get towards
vaccinations
being vaccinated. But yeah, I mean, Bulls dealt with it early, Mavs dealt with it early, a bunch of teams did. You see Nuggets Nuggets Pistons got postponed tonight because of a positive or inconclusive test. All right, fourth quarter, here we go. What's up, Eli?
I'm excited. I mean, the Knicks played good.
I need the Bulls to win this game, man. I mean,
they have to win this. They have to win this game.
They have got.
Speaking of a must win, you got the must win human.
Oh,
Big Dave. So I now watch the Bulls on my phone, so I'm with you guys.
All right, we are. Oh yeah, Big Dave and I haven't paired up yet. I am at 11:37. I just saw Gafford miss a dunk attempt, and now he's freaking out.
I'm at 11:37 too.
Yeah, Alex, what's going on? Big Dave, I can't hear you. Can you hear Big Dave, John?
I cannot hear Big Dave, but I bet you it sounds amazing if we could hear him.
All right, we're getting the 1 second finger.
Okay, can you hear me?
Nah, there we
go. There's those dulcet tones.
Tell me when it's 11:29.
Oh, we're at 11:22. 21.
11, yeah.
Wait, hold up. I will move forward.
Fast forward live television.
I'm at 11:14.
Okay, us too. Oh, come on.
Wow. Yep. So what's going on? How's everybody feeling?
Up? Well, Lowry sucks.
That's so funny. He's amazing.
We have to say this. Yeah, we did this last time, John.
Just gonna keep trashing Lowry.
Yeah.
Oh, he sucks.
And I hope that every time I trash him, he plays even better.
Oh, we trashed him good last game.
Is he a restricted free agent this summer?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, someone's gonna throw money at that dude.
Oh, no question about it. Auto.
Yeah, not that match said. You mean Otto sucks? We need to beat the Knicks. Says whatever. Yeah.
Mr. Fourth Quarter, Otto Porter.
Yeah. Here he goes. Uh-oh. Oh, nice.
There he is.
Nice.
Nice. This is the best game Gafford has played since he started starting, by the way.
It is not a coincidence that his dunks have a little extra sauce on him on the night when Taj Gibson Sr. is in the building.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with you on that.
Where the Gafford stands at.
Marcelo said we need Gafford to become a goon. Like a goonie.
Is he not?
Oh.
Good one, Gafford.
Oh, shoot it again, P-Dub. Oh, man.
Foul.
Yes,
Gafford.
Foul.
Come on, boy.
He's working, man. Your boy Gafford.
Feed him more.
He's playing better. This is best game since he started. He's been starting, I should say. It's his best.
And
game.
he got the quick hook again, like not even 4 minutes into the fourth
and deserved it
quarter, and
deserved it.
It was hilarious. Jason Pat of Cash Considerations podcast with Ricky O'Donnell said that Gafford's starting to get the Keith Bogans treatment. Yeah, he's a starter, and he played 10 minutes tonight.
I love that.
The Keith Bogans treatment. Oh, man.
I'm rolling with Keith. Keith's my guy.
Guys, how many games could we have won if that dude could hit three?
Who's the best NBA Keith?
Oh, man.
Let's see, it's Keith Bogans.
Van Horn.
Keith Van Horn. Probably.
He
is the most Keith out of all the Keiths.
Oh, he definitely looked like a Keith.
Come on, take your time. I'm gonna look that up. But yeah, I'm inclined to believe it's Keith Van Horn.
Ooh, that is really
that he is.
Dude is great. Someone's gonna come get him.
Someone's
gonna come get that. I'm talking
about this is good. That needs a triple double. He is at 11, 8, and 6 right now. So unless he just grabs 4 rebounds out of nowhere and dishes out 2 more assists, he's gonna come up shy again. But man, he has been flirting with it every night for the last 3 games.
Yeah, he's been taking it out. He's got to commit though.
There's
a lot of contact down there. No whistle. Speaking of no whistle, fuck that NBA last 2-minute report. By the way, from Bulls.
I was waiting for it.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that was trash.
That jump ball was the proper call.
I agree.
Trash.
Mm-hmm.
Are they just trying to protect that ref's feelings or something? I mean, good God.
Ooh.
She oh,
there you go,
Look at him. Look at him.
That's my 2-man game.
Oh, look at him. Woo!
Man, are all of Gafford's 5-made field goals tonight dunks?
God, I hope so.
At least 4 of them are for sure.
Oh, I hope so.
This is what drives me. I've come to the conclusion that Bulls fans are bad. Like, they're insane.
Wait, explain.
So I've dipped my toes. I come from the Mavs fans, and I think they're deranged.
Yeah.
And through Velveeta, I've gotten to know the Oklahoma City fans. I feel like I've been welcomed in as one of their own.
Yeah.
They're very lovely. Bulls fans do this thing with other fans. Like, they provoke other fans in a way. Like, people who are cheering for the same team in a way. Like, if Gafford has a bad night, 20 people go, where's the start? Like, they provoke own.
Fans within the fan base provoke each other.
Yeah, there are so many beef films.
Provoking and antagonizing fans of other teams.
They fight with Bulls fans more than they fight with other teams' fans.
Oh, for sure.
And it's wild to watch.
I think it makes sense for where we are right now, though. Because, get this, the Bulls right now don't have a rival. Like one of my roommate's girlfriends the other day, she's from Michigan, and she was like, "Is Bulls Pistons still a big deal when they play each other?" And I was like, "No, you know why?
No, they're both bad.
Dang. Bulls Knicks, like this is Bulls Knicks.
Yeah,
like somebody earlier tonight tweeted out that epic picture of MJ and Xavier McDaniel going at it, and it's like it's not that anymore. It's not MJ versus Ewing. It's not Pippen and Starks and. The Bulls don't have a rival. We don't even have the Bulls versus the Heatles anymore. The David Goliath thing.
Yeah, you're right. But why do we have to fight with anyone? I guess
winning breeds rivalries.
And the other part of that is because we suck and have sucked for the last several years, every fan has a different picture of how to start not sucking, and we all yell at each other about our different ideas to make the team better.
I think you're right, but it's so funny to me because last game it was 20 people saying where's the gaffer people? You've looked so stupid, and now we can tweet out the exact same opposite thing this game.
Yeah,
and both of us would be wrong, and both of us would be right because no one's right or no one's wrong.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
And it's just so I'm amazed at how and I honestly think. I think it's C-Red Fred. I really do. I think he's a common denominator.
Really?
He'll say has any Bull been underutilized in the history of the Bulls as Thad Young or something? And you're like,
I think it's a plethora. Right, I can't put it all on Fred's the common denominator.
No, but I think it's that.
Honestly, I think it's.
I'm not saying
no.
Masters are deranged,
and
there's a difference, but we don't fight.
C-Red Fred's nemesis, more so even than me, is our buddy Mark K. And Mark K does that just as much as Fred does, John.
Yeah, and that might be an Aussie thing.
Instigating against other fans within the Bulls fan base. I mean, I do it too. I'm certainly
my God,
you're an instigator too.
Regard. Yeah, read Bloggable one day.
Oh my God, dude. I blocked them. I blocked them 2 years ago and never looked back.
You blockedable.
I blocked them. Dude, it is a cesspool of negativity.
He's a professional.
And that's coming from me, okay?
That's saying a lot. If Matt's saying it, come on. Wait, Lowry's still on the bench? That's okay. He's getting a rest. He's been playing a lot. That's okay.
He's stuck at 30, though. I need him to have a strong finish in this game.
Oh, yeah, I'm cool with that. And what? These Thibs are the same. As far as
it's a freaking rebound. Jeez.
As far as no lead is ever safe, you always get off to a 11-point, 13-point game, and then they always just hang around, and then they come back and make the game close. He's been doing that ever since he's been here. His teams don't give up. They always play to the buzzer. That's a Thibs specialty.
Yeah. I mean, the Bulls are one of the best offensive teams in the league right now. Crazy to say that, but it's true. They're top 10 in a lot of offensive categories. They're struggling to reach 100 tonight because Tibbs defense.
Yeah.
Also, a bad shooting night. I just saw this come across my Twitter feed. I didn't recognize it was this bad. The Bulls and Knicks are combined 12 of 50 from downtown tonight.
Ooh.
So Lowry has hit 6 threes in this game. Ooh. And then all of the other players who have played in this game collectively have also hit 6 threes tonight.
wait, for both teams? For both teams?
Both teams combined 12 of 50, and Lowry is 6 of 10.
Wow.
So the rest of the Bulls and all of the Knicks are 6 of 40.
That's impressive. That's impressive. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how to feel about that.
P-Dub's 0 for 3 tonight. Kobe's 0 for 3 tonight. Garrett Temple 0 for 5. Yowza.
Yeah, he's at a rough night.
Yowza. First time I heard that word.
You know who's good though? This rookie Quickly for the Knicks.
He's been playing well. Past few games.
Who the hell is this guy? He's awesome.
Past few games, he's been playing well. He's not scared.
He dropped 25 against the Clippers yesterday.
Yeah, he doesn't have fear about him. He's coming in to score, and that's it. And I mean, Thibs is great with guards, especially point guards. He's phenomenal with point guards, especially guards you've never even thought of that could play basketball. And we see 3 of them here. You know what I'm saying? Like we saw
That's so funny.
We saw John Lucas III. We saw, you know what I mean? Like, come on, Nate Robinson, DJ Augustine, CJ Watson. I mean, these guys would come out and ball, you know, for Thibs, yo.
Nate Robinson.
I mean, ball. They would literally ball out. Like, Nate Robinson had the best year of his career here. He just was amazing here. He became a Bulls legend in 1 year.
Dude,
1 year.
2013,
He's a legend.
Nate Robinson made me want to get a tattoo of Nate Robinson.
See? Case in point. Right there. Hey, where'd John go? There he is.
Evan said, have we learned anything positive about this team so far this season?
Yes.
Other than that Young is going to be worth some assets and Levine has taken his offensive game up a level. Yeah, we learned that P-Dub is going to be a friggin' monster not that far from now. We've learned that maybe
Look at
Larry Markkinen might not be a guy that we need to trade yesterday. That was a really bad turnover just now. As soon as I started praising Lowry,
see what happens. See what happens, Matt.
Lowry sucks, you guys.
There you go.
Everyone has progressed except for Kobe.
Oh,
maybe Wendell.
Oh wow, you're right, John. Lowry and Kobe and Wendell. Yeah, I think. But
that's right. It. Everyone's gotten better. Levine, who we thought couldn't get that much better, got better.
Kobe, come on, man.
Step back jumper. Oh,
wow.
Yes.
Got lucky on that one.
I got to watch Utah blow out the Mavs in one of the games in the last 2 minutes. Squeal came in.
Squeal.
What did he do?
Hustled around, but I was like, man, that guy used to play a ton of basketball for us.
Yep. Oh
my goodness.
Oh. Yeah, he put his arm out, but that was a sold offensive foul. God damn. We cannot turn the ball over protecting a lead in the fourth quarter, you guys.
Throw the arm out. That makes it easy. So that's almost like 3 straight turnovers?
Randall's so fun, man.
No, it was Lowry turnover, missed Kobe mid-range, and then turnover.
Oh, I thought he was going up with that. Yeah, he should have went up with that. He had him in the win cycle.
Let's fucking calm down here.
And that's the problem.
1-point game? Really?
We're like, let's calm down. All right, Kobe, you got this.
Find him.
Oh, God.
Oh, Kobe. Doing too much, man. Doing too much.
Man, both of these teams right now. Goodness. That's a bad shot.
All right.
Yeah, good timeout, Billy Donovan.
Good timeout, Billy.
Billy Donovan. That's a good timeout.
Yeah, Evan, to your question earlier about have we learned anything positive about this team, speaking of that, yeah, we've also learned that Billy Donovan is a significant improvement from that dog shit we had for the last year and a half.
Yeah. It's been a lot of positives, man. Like one is Matt's happy sometimes.
Huh?
that was not happening at all these past 2 years.
I was in a dark place last season.
I was meant to find them.
Yeah, I think so too.
I was meant to find this, man. Somebody up above was like, "Look, I see a dark future ahead. I got to put something there, balance him out. You got to have that there, and then let's toss John in there with it. It's got to come together. It's got to come together to save this man.
Hey, maybe I should go to the top of the Sears Tower today, and just see what happens.
Just see what happens."
Do you think someone's gonna inevitably buy the Sears Tower again and name it something else, and young people will go, "It's called the Willis Tower."
Yes, yeah,
that will happen.
No,
yeah, I think so.
Absolutely,
I think he's right. Like if it's around for like 40 years or something like that.
It's whatever you know.
Years, yeah.
Your reality is the only thing you know.
Put that on a T-shirt
and then sell it.
Yes.
Yeah.
For $500. Your reality is the only thing you know. Ooh.
Too much exciting basketball happening.
Lot of. I don't like this going inside and kicking it out. I don't like this.
This is too herky jerky right
here.
here.
Give it to him. Find Lowry. He got a little person on him.
Oh no!
Nice.
Oh yes!
He's amazing.
I've seen him do this all year.
That was not a good possession.
No, it wasn't.
But wow.
I don't like that what I've noticed in this fourth quarter, a lot of going inside and kicking it out. They weren't doing that for the past 3 quarters, and they're starting to do that now, and I don't know why.
Look at Zach LaVine getting a rebound.
There you go,
baby.
Take your time.
I love this fourth. Oh, I love that. Oh, I like that. That was good, though. That was good. That was good basketball.
Yeah, it was. Randall's going.
God, I love Randall so much.
Oh, beautiful.
Ooh.
That was just beautiful.
He's having a great year.
I love Randall. You know, I'm
averaging 22, 11, and 6.
Yeah. I bought stock on that. I remember when like Kendall would be like, he's not good. And I'd be like, I don't know basketball. Because I was like, I love him. And like all these NBA players would be like, he's bad. Don't you understand?
Like, Kobe cannot buy a bucket right now, man.
This is the day he got drafted, John. I was a fan. I was a big fan of his at Kentucky.
Ooh.
He's from Dallas. And so he was good in high school.
Oh, wow. I just didn't see anybody that big and that smooth who's left-handed, how that couldn't work in the NBA.
Yeah. He can do everything.
Guys, just a reminder, I think we mentioned this once before, but we are also now always streaming on Facebook Live in addition to Hot Mic and Periscope. Our boy C-Dub just let us know that somebody on Facebook said that they are watching all the way from the Philippines tonight. So, shout out to you.
Philippines.
Bulls fan of the Philippines.
Shout out to Bulls fans in the Philippines.
Filipino basketball, no joke.
And the lead is New York's.
God.
He was wide open. Oh, a lot of these close games. We didn't have these games. When we would wish for these kind of games.
Oh, my God.
Guess. Come on, boy. Who that is? Who that is?
Who that is?
Mr. Mean. Oh,
wow.
Big. Is that 12 and 9 for Gafford?
The offensive board / putback there, that is a career high 9 rebounds for Daniel
that's ours.
Career high?
A career high 9 rebounds for Mr. Gafford.
He hasn't played a lot. He has not played a lot. If that's his career high, he has not played a lot. I want to see the most minutes he's ever played, seriously. Because that's 9 is the career high. Oh, my goodness. There he is. That's yours.
Oh, son of a bee.
Son of a bee. Get up on him.
Oh, my God. That was
that left hand, man.
Dude, that was a big man move.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Not that Matt said, when's the last time Zach got a call at the rim? 1983, I believe. He was still just a twinkle in his daddy's eye.
Ooh, sad.
His dad was playing a pickup game at the Y, and he got a call. It was a call your own fouls game, and he called his own foul.
That's awesome. 1-point game. Oh, that's offensive foul.
Apparently not.
He's going.
Well,
he's going to work.
He's going left.
He's going to work.
Oh, okay.
He passed it?
No,
he tried to get that call. See, he did that earlier. Remember that he did that?
I thought I
earlier
heard
in the game.
Oh my God, I could have sworn I heard a whistle and I was about to lose my shit.
He did that earlier in the game where he kicked his foot out, Reggie Miller style, and it worked. Nice pass.
Ooh.
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
come on, Larry. Give me one of them. Give me one. Just need one.
He's not a good time for Lowry to have gone cold.
Oh, sound the bench too.
Big Dave, you want to know why he kicked out on that 3-point shot that got a foul call earlier tonight? because Tibbs is a film-watching machine, and Tibbs watched the Bulls getting whistled for fouling three-point shooters coming across tight screens all season long and said, hey, guys, if you come across a tight screen and you got a three, take it and try and make it look like you got some contact because they're going to call it and you're going to get 3 free throws. That's exactly why that happened.
That is fair, sir. Wait, what is this?
Lakina, what's up? Your tardiness is pardoned.
Lakina.
Like a Thanksgiving turkey. Marlon just said, if Kobe got to go for Lonzo, I'm okay with that.
Whoa.
Oh, slow down. What are we doing?
I mean, I'm okay with it too.
This team needs a point guard. We were talking, I know we were talking about
if they're saying that's the only way they could do it, then okay, we can talk. I don't think they're saying that, though. I don't think they're saying it's the only way we're trading Lonzo if we get Kobe.
Brandon said Kobe is playing more like a Colby these days. Like Colby Jack?
Like Jack Cheese?
I would do Wendell and Kobe for Lonzo and Steven Adams.
Dude, I would love me some Steven Adams.
Oh, Steven Adams would be awesome here.
He'd be awesome as a Bull. As a Bull, he'd be a perfect Bull.
Yeah,
he would own the city.
Yeah, agreed. They would love him.
And Bulls have a huge Australian fan population.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
Colossal.
Come on, Zach. Come on, Zach. Pull up. Oh, in your face.
There you go.
In your face.
God, he's amazing.
Just watch Randall.
16.
Yeah, it's been a quiet night for Zach.
Just watch Randall. There he is.
There you go. There you go. Come on, Lowry. Move your feet. Move your feet. Yes. That was
good defense, boy.
The rebound. Son of a.
That's the other part of it.
Well, that's what happens when you take out the big guy for the 5 and you have that at the 5.
Fair point.
Oh, come on.
Lucky shot.
So Lowry has to play him one-on-one. He can't go get the rebound. Ooh, there we go.
Ooh! Kobe!
It's about damn time.
Not always awesome. There when you call.
You know who would end that shot? Lonzo.
Yeah. And shout out to Garrett Temple for that extra swing pass to Kobe in the corner. Because Temple is 0 for 5 from downtown tonight.
He's like, I'm not feeling it.
Kobe was 0 for 3 tonight downtown before hitting that, but still,
Kobe don't think that.
Slightly better number.
Yeah, Kobe does. You couldn't tell him that. He wouldn't even believe you. You couldn't tell him if he was 3 for 3, he wouldn't believe you. He's still shooting that shot. It doesn't matter. The best sign of a shooter for short memory. Clutch 3. Clutch 3. Woo. That was a big old shot. John, what's going on with the Mavs, man?
Yo,
I don't know what's happening.
Fourth quarter is just about to start. It's close.
It's a close game?
Yeah, we'll never win again, though. So we'll never win again. We'll never win another basketball game. Luka's playing. I don't even know what the stats are.
Who are they playing?
Josh Richardson's playing, and Tim Hardaway's playing good. They're playing Phoenix. So Phoenix and Mavs have those games are always fun. Mm. They have this they always play hard against each other. It's really weird.
You think it's a Steve Nash connection?
I think it comes down to that, yeah. And I think now that Chris Paul's on there, you're just kind of like, so we're by Mavs are by 5.
Well, actually, there's a Steve Nash, there's a Sean Marion, there's a Jason Kidd, there's a Finley. That's okay.
One of my best friends and I, we just went through a divorce settlement and said who has custody of each player that they've shared. Jason Kidd, and I was like, we have Kidd, you have Nash.
Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, you keep the MVP, I would think.
So wait, the whole village of Bedford Park just pays for this?
Oh, baby! Feeling good.
Unbelievable.
That's what you do when you're struggling all game. You come through in the fourth quarter when it's money, cash, time. Look at Zach talking to him like this game ain't over. Y'all know what happened last time. Come up here and get in this huddle.
Dude, Zach does not get tired. It's wild.
The machine, man.
He can always
tired or fearful.
He can always elevate.
Mm-hmm. It's like it's so pretty. So pretty. So pretty. What they say, only 2 players averaging 27, 5, and 5 while shooting 50, 40, and 85 in NBA history.
Jesus.
Is Steph Curry and Zach LaVine.
That's
for
crazy.
an entire NBA month.
Yeah, so and Steph did it twice.
In NBA history, 25, 5, and 5 on those percentages for a full month, minimum 10 games played, minimum 5 3-point attempts per game in said games. The entire list, Steph twice and Zach LaVine just now in January.
Insane, dog.
And people continue to disrespect this man.
They do. They do. The disrespect is real. All right, 22. And we got 2 timeouts and a foul to give. Wow, that feels good.
If it looks like we're getting intentionally fouled, maybe Donovan should call a timeout this time because actually they might just call it a jump ball.
That was insane.
Correct. That is correct.
In case it wasn't clear, I'm still not over that. Board!
Filter, rebound. Hold it.
Don't turn the ball over, Cope. Okay, there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Swing it.
Go. Smart.
Yeah, Garrett held that. He was like, I need to get the free throw line and put some shots up. I'm 0 for 5 from 3. I got to put some shots up, man. That's how you bounce back, Bulls.
Bounce back, Bulls.
Bounce back, Bulls.
Build back better.
Bulls had won some of these close games they've lost. Could Zach be in the MVP discussion? It depends on how long that discussion is and how wide-ranging you want to make the candidates in said discussion. But generally speaking, no.
No. Let him have it. He got it.
Let him have it.
Go ahead. Just get it in bounds to somebody. I don't care who.
Right?
Someone come get it. It. There you go.
And hey, they called a foul this time. Are you sure that wasn't a jump ball?
Wow. Wow. A win. And 108 points, by the way.
Can you imagine?
Against the Knicks.
Is a few ticks more than the average the Knicks have given up this season as the league's best defense as far as opponents' points per game.
Yeah.
It is hilarious to me that Tibbs, after taking some time off, was like, all right, I'll coach again. Knicks? Sure, I'll take that job. Oh, you're giving me a dog shit roster? Okay. Best defense in the league.
Hey, real quick, before we start the show, John, Bianca Belair, Edge, that was freaking awesome, man. That was freaking great.
The ending of the men's was amazing when Randy cutting back and then the swerves. Yes. It was one of the most chaotic, fast finishes ever. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved how fast it was.
It was great. I loved every moment of that. I was invested in Bianca Belair because I had watched her whole Chronicle thing before that, and I didn't know all that about her, so that was incredible. So when that happened, I was
Alexa Bliss got done wrong.
Yeah,
but I kind of liked it because it respects it in a weird way.
I like the 24/7 that came through there.
Me too. Alicia Fox won a title.
Yeah, that was great. I liked it.
Big Dave, I was asking John about wrestling before you got on tonight. True story.
What?
Yeah, because I saw a bunch of wrestling shit on my timeline. I was like, oh, did a match happen?
Your favorite event, man.
Who won the match?
Who's winning the wrestling match? What's up and welcome in, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us for the fourth quarter. This is the Stretch 4. We are the Bulls Outcasts. I'm Matt. That's Big Dave. That's John. Following us on Hot Mic. Maybe you're watching on that BAWL on Bulls YouTube channel. Maybe you're watching us on Facebook Live. Welcoming wherever you are. Just a reminder at the top of the show, tips are always welcome and appreciated. Go ahead and use that tip button. Or maybe you want to join and give us some of your thoughts on tonight's game. For a small donation to us hosts, you can hit that hot mic button and request to join the broadcast with us. Share some of your thoughts with us and your fellow Bulls fans. So, gentlemen, the Bulls end their losing streak after that loss against the Blazers that made me briefly contemplate taking my own life. I bounced back. So did the Bulls. 110-102 against our old pals Taj and Tibbs. This is a no joke Knicks team. I came into tonight thinking the Bulls should win this game, despite the Knicks having 2 more wins than we did. But this was a winnable game on your home floor. You've been playing like dog shit too much this season at home. I was looking for a good bounce back win tonight after a devastating loss on Saturday. The Bulls, despite some shakiness in that fourth quarter, held on enough to get it done. Big Dave, initial thoughts.
Yeah, everything you just said was perfect. This is how you wanted to bounce back from this. After that tough loss against Golden State, they went on a little winning streak. And I wanted to see if they could do the same thing after that tough loss against Portland. Because, again, in the past, those tough losses, it was just, domino effect. Everything was falling and it was just over. So just to come back and to be resilient and to still come out here and put in that effort against pretty much the best defensive team in the league outside of the Lakers, it was good to see, man. It was just really good to see. They played well. I like how everybody just did what they're supposed to do. So, and when it came time, when it was money time, you give it to your best player, who was Zach LaVine, who was kind of chilling for 3 quarters. He was kind of relaxing. He wasn't shooting very well. But in that fourth quarter, when you needed it and you had to have it, there was Zach LaVine for you. So, yeah, you let your other guys carry you, which was Lowry Markkanen, who I'm sure we'll get into. But, yeah, Zach LaVine in that fourth quarter, you put him in and you go and you win the ball game. That's what happened.
John?
Fantastic. I mean, and these losses weren't – I was shocked at your level of despair by getting beat on a Dame last second shot. I was shocked by that. Like, I think that's insane. I think you need to – there's no way that was that crushing. There's no fucking way that a late January game against one of the greatest clutch shooters in the world hits a rant. Come on. That wasn't a heartbreaker. We got screwed. There's a difference.
If something like that doesn't break your heart, then are you really a fan? I mean, come on.
Break your heart. It took you days to get over it. It's a regular season.
John,
it was a tough one.
But I think like Big Dave was kind of saying something similar while we were watching the fourth quarter. It's been so long since Bulls fans have even been there.
I understand.
Be in a position to get your heart crushed on a game-winning.
Be happy you're there. That's you're proving my point. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, but John, it's like how they say act like you've been there before. He hadn't been there before.
He hadn't been there before.
He didn't know how to act in that.
I think I have.
I think we've 34. I've been there, just not in a long time.
No, not with this. Not with this recently. You ain't been there, John. Not since this 3 thing has started happening.
No, you guys have been there better more than anybody.
Yes, there.
you guys have like you have property up there. Everyone else just rents. So maybe that's how it feels. But I felt like this team has been competitive and good in huge improvement from what we've seen the last 2 years. And this wasn't a great win. I think this was if you don't win this, I think then this is like, okay, what are we doing here? This is the Knicks. They're competitive. They're good. And it was great to see them figure it out in the fourth quarter and go, oh, we got this. We got this. Like there was no stupid mistakes. Except for some Kobe stuff.
I mean, there were some bad turnovers there late in the fourth quarter.
There were, but not late. I'm talking about game-changing end of fourth quarter.
And on that point, the Bulls finished tonight with 12 turnovers, which isn't great, but compared to their season average, compared to some of these games that they've lost that are winnable games, where not only do you have late game turnovers, but you look in the final columns of turnovers says 20 plus. And oh, that's why we lost. Also, the fact that so far this season, the Bulls in 7 of their 18 games have given up 25 points off of turnovers to their opponent. So more than a third of the games they had played coming into tonight, the Bulls had given their opponents 25 free points off of their turnovers. So to see a number like 12, you're okay, that's manageable. And
win.
Especially tonight, we were talking a little bit about Zach with some of those clutch buckets in the fourth quarter. My favorite thing about Zach's stat line tonight, quiet night, 1 turnover. He had, in those losses, the Lakers, the Celtics, and then the Blazers, 3 straight games, Zach had 6 turnovers. And that was like an alarm bell going off. We love Zach. We love the offensive efficiency. We were just talking about that amazing month of January he had where he put up numbers that nobody else in the NBA has ever done other than Steph Curry in a calendar NBA month. But the turnovers were always just like, you know, the big growing ugly pimple on the face of a beautiful person. And I'm really glad that despite being quiet offensively tonight, he was efficient, 8 of 16, 3 of 6 downtown, 1 turnover.
Matt Marlin says, how are you going to be in this chat the whole night with that mustache and not say "da Bulls" one time?
Because the super fans are an outdated, overused thing that we need to move on from.
I love it.
Hey,
Matt, I'm with you on this. Matt, I'm with you on this.
Especially considering that entire like series of characters and sketch was based off of idolizing a guy who, yes, was the Bears head coach the one and only time they won a Super Bowl, but in reality is a gigantic piece of shit of a human being. So we need to stop with the whole Ditka shit.
I love it. I love
this. As a city, we need to move the fuck on.
I'm here for this. I'm here for this.
You hear that, Marlon? You did this, sir. That's what happens, man.
I'm here for it.
What happens, man? This is what happens. You like that? This is what happens.
What I like at the end of this game that Zach LaVine said, "Oh, I'm the best player on the court."
Yeah. Yeah, and in that fourth quarter is when it had to happen.
I'm the best guy.
Yeah, and that's when you wanted that because, like you said, he was struggling. Like, he wasn't shooting well. Let's see his number. I mean, 21, 5, and 3. And and what's crazy is even his struggling, he was still shooting 50% from the field. But he shot, 8 of 16. But it was when it was money time. That's when you got to have it. That's when you put it on the line. You put it on your best player to do it. And I said it during the time we were watching the fourth. He never looks scared of the moment. Like, it never looks too big for him. He can't wait to take those shots. He's like, oh, from half court? Yup. 3 seconds left? Yeah, sure. I'll pull up and shoot it. Like, it doesn't even faze him. Doesn't even think about it. He just reacts to it. And that's what you want in your best player, man. Like, that gives you confidence, you know? Like, you feel a comfort level when you got that kind of guy on your team and it's a 5-point game. You're like, oh, I got Zach out there. We'll be okay.
I agree. I completely agree.
All right, gentlemen. Now that we have touched on the night that Zach had, let's move to the player who, for the second game in a row, paced the Bulls with 30 points. I'm just going to say this. Followed up a 31-point game with a 30-point game. But because I've decided that I have to start talking shit about Lowry in order for him to play well, here's my problem. He entered that fourth quarter with 30 points, and he finished with 30 points. It looked like there were so many opportunities for Lowry to hit a big three when the Bulls needed him to hit a big shot, when that lead was shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. And he just, I don't know if his legs got tired or his arms got tired or whatever, but Lowry's throwing up some bricks and looked kind of gassed there in the fourth. So, yay, Lowry, golf clap. But God damn it, Lowry, I need better from you in the fourth quarter.
You know why I love what you're doing, Matt? What you're doing is what I have called the Dirk treatment. Because this is exactly how I was doing Dirk Nowitzki all those years. When he would come out and he would have those games and he had 30, I'm like, he should have had 45. And I love it. And this is exactly the treatment I was giving him. And when he reached that pinnacle, a tear in this eye came out because I knew that he was ready and he was the man and he had reached that mountain peak. So, yes, I am all for that criticism that you're throwing at Lowry right now. I didn't even want to say it in that third quarter because I was just thinking in my head the entire time, oh, my God, he should have 40. Oh, my God, he should have 40 points. He's going to have 40 points tonight, and I'm going to talk so much crap when he gets 40 points tonight. But he did not reach that. He didn't reach that 40 points in that fourth quarter, and he sat out a while. It was the most rest he got during that entire game was in that fourth quarter. You know, that was the most rest he got. So I don't know if that has something to do with it or not, but it shouldn't because he got wide open looks from that 3-point line. And I mean, I just wanted that backbreaker. And they were like those wide open, like, oh, this is where Tibbs is about to call the timeout because he just hit this back-breaking three to put this game kind of, you know, out of reach and put some momentum on it. And Oh, he just could not come through and hit that. But yes, he scored 30, and he was going inside, and he wasn't just shooting threes out there. He was tough and doing the things Matt and I complained about last game that he wouldn't do. Just going inside and realizing he's 7 feet tall. He recognized it tonight, and he tried to play a little bit of defense on Julius Randle, which is a very tall task because Julius Randle is having an amazing year. But Lowry didn't play scared. He played up to his talents tonight, but you got to have 40 in these kind of moments. You got to get 40.
Before we go to John, Marlon agrees with you, Dave. Said, Matt, he was actually trying on defense against Randle in the fourth. So, yes, he was putting an imprint on the fourth quarter, and maybe that also explained why his legs were a little tired on some of those last 3-point attempts, because to his credit, he did have some solid defensive possessions against Randle late in that game. John, your thoughts on Lowry tonight?
I mean, God, he got 30. He crushed it. And then those shots in the fourth that he missed were good shots. They weren't dumb. They weren't forced. They were in the flow of the offense. It was the right basketball play. He just happened to miss them, and he played stellar D. What are we doing? These people can't win, even when they win. We say, you haven't done enough for me. He's the giving tree. He gives us his branches. And we say, great, I can build a house, but now I want to move away. Here, take it by trunk. Make a boat.
Look, C-Dub says it here. Like, I just want one timeout 3 from Lowry. That bad breaker, man. That's what I was waiting for. That bad breaker. I know. That's all I want.
And I will say this: he shoots a lot more than Dirk does.
Fair, yeah.
We had to beg Dirk to shoot at that age.
Yeah, I had to beg him. Yes,
but I think you have 2 bona fide 30-point scorers who can stretch the floor and score inside and out. That is pretty good. Who are under 25 or 25 and under.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted the more of it. Like, I understand.
Exactly, I understand, and you're right. He did go. It's the you want him. He wilts in under big pressure, right? Like that's what. Besides that, like MSG game, like
which
he kind of like fades.
Tonight, we saw the Lowry who plays the Knicks, and the maybe we're getting geared up for February Lowry. Like it looked like MSG Lowry and February 2019 Lowry. Those of us who are the believers, those are the ones that were like, yeah, that guy. Remember that guy? Remember that guy? And,
26 and 12, yeah.
Kudos to our boy Jason Goff, who we love and miss very much. He's doing a great job in postgame right now with our other pal, Will Perdue. But he had a tweet tonight that was like, this is what Lowry should look like every single night. And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
It's a matter of how he's used and how aggressive he is being himself. Which, gentlemen, leads me to my next question for both of you. I know we were talking on Saturday night about another near triple-double for the Thad old vet off the bench. Tonight, again, 13, 8, and 8 from Thad Young in 31 bench minutes. We were talking about his trade value on Saturday. And, hey, a quality veteran, well-respected, well-liked everywhere he's been in this league, and could provide some serious, solid front-court depth to playoff-bound teams before that March deadline. Tonight, I thought of a counterpoint to that, which is this Bulls team that is so lacking in competent point guard play right now, a teammate who is setting up Lowry with his best looks, whether it's Lowry moving and cutting off the ball and a teammate finding him, or Lowry curling off of screens and getting direct pinpoint passes right into his catch-and-shoot shooting pocket from the high post, is Thad Young. Thad Young is Lowry's best teammate right now when it comes to Lowry being a player who needs help getting into his spots to get his looks and get his offensive game going. Is it crazy that I had a thought tonight that was like, maybe the Bulls should try and keep Thad for another couple of years on a modest veteran contract so that he can be out there helping Lowry blossom into the star that we believe he can be? Am I crazy for thinking that tonight?
You're insane. Just get an actual point guard. Don't rely on this old injury-prone 3-4 who's averaged a career high or career average 4.3 assists. Like get someone who actually can pass. Just because he's the best. He's the best passer on this team.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Matt, it's the same thing as I talked about
but he's good.
last game, that Denzel Valentine being the best passer on your team is not a great thing.
Not a good
It's not a great thing when he's the number 8 player on there.
Him being the best anything.
Awesome. Like that being that awesome is great.
Right.
He's been good and things like that. But like John said, you just go get a point guard.
Right.
Like you go get a point guard who can do these kind of things. And then he can go about his merry business. But kudos to what he's been doing. He's been awesome. He's been really awesome.
Brandon has a great point. Sorry, he says we would be tap dancing if Wendell was putting up 13, 8, and 8 routinely. Oh my God. We'd be saying all-star material. How could you not?
Mm-hmm.
If he were doing that instead of Thad, absolutely. And maybe that's something that Wendell can still become. A guy who, like, what was his comp? His comp was always Al Horford, a big who, in addition to being able to do some things offensively, was also a really efficient guy as a facilitator, as somewhat of a point center, a point forward, and somebody who's really good at finding looks for his teammates operating out of the post, whether it be the low post or the high post. And so I wasn't actually advocating for Thad. It was just sort of a recognition moment of mine to be like, oh God, wait, did I just think that it was a good idea to keep Thad around so that we can get Lowry good looks? Wait, no, all that means is, for the love of God, this team needs a point guard.
and bad. They need a point guard. There were several plays where I saw off of those pick and rolls where I was like, oh man, a point guard lobs that one. That's an easy lob to Daniel Gafford. That's an easy lob to Lowry Markkinen. But those plays weren't being made because you don't have that facilitator out there who has that mindset yet. Like we said, Kobe White, his facilitating comes from scoring. If he's scoring, then he's a pretty solid facilitator at that. And he didn't play bad, except in that fourth quarter, of course. But 13, 4, and 6 assists. Bobby, what do you have? 4 turnovers. But 13, 4, and 6 is solid. That's a solid output by Kobe White. But his scoring is what fuels that facilitating for him. So if he's got 25, then you're going to see, different kind of looks out there on the floor. Then he starts recognizing players are moving and guys are getting open, and cuts are being made. And then he get those 8 assists and things like that. So he's got to score, which means you got to get a better facilitator. That's all that means right now, because he's still kind of learning that position.
Brandon said, put Felicio at the point, you cowards. No look passes for Gabe.
You cowards. Great use of cowards.
Yeah, no Felicio in the rotation tonight.
No.
Maybe Gafford was able to, for the most part, stay out of foul trouble. He did finish the game with 4 fouls in his 22 minutes, but Gafford gave good minutes when he did. And then I think other than that, Donovan just relied on 31 minutes from Thad. And he also, played Lowry a hefty dose tonight, 34 minutes. And then just some smaller lineups with, Temple out there for 25, Otto for 18. That is another thing, just going back to Lowry for a quick second, that I think might just be something that we assume is a given. But when I see 34 minutes for Lowry tonight, I'm like, oh, that's a lot. And it's like, it shouldn't be a lot for your fourth-year player playing on a contract year at the end of his rookie scale deal, who you are hoping is a cornerstone to build with. 34 should be like, yes, every night you're playing 34 to 36 minutes. But last season, how many nights did we see, we go look at the box score at the end of the night and be like, wait, is this right? Lowry played 22 minutes? What the what?
Yeah, we want more.
What?
He has to be out there more. He's too good. He's got to be on the floor.
And how do you expect him to get going if he's only playing 22 minutes?
He's got to get going, man. He was going in that first quarter, man. I was so excited. He had 12 in the first quarter. He had 20 at halftime, or 23 at halftime. Finished with 30 in the third. And he came out of that third quarter draining threes. He was feeling good. And then when he finally got some rest in the fourth quarter, he kind of cooled off. But like you said, he was trying to play defense too against Julius Randle. So I'm sure that's why a lot of those
pretty good D too.
Yeah, pretty good defense. He absolutely was. He figured things out. His footwork changed in that second half because he was on his toes in that first half when he was going against Julius Randle, but he had more of a base and was moving his feet very well in that second half. So he did really well defensively, I thought, in that second half. But yeah, Lowry, man. It's about Lowry. Like when Lowry's playing well, everything just feels and looks a little bit different. And it doesn't matter if Zach takes a break. You know what I mean? As long as he comes back in that fourth and does what he does.
Lowry sucks. I mean,
I love it.
Lowry
Commit
more
to it.
dirt treatment. More dirt treatment.
Commit to it.
Soft as hell. And,
Yes.
And useless.
Yes.
All right, guys. So we have this team again on Wednesday night. What do you think Tibbs is going to try and do differently this time around? Because you know Tibbs will watch this 48 minutes of basketball probably 20 times between now and Wednesday night. And I think for the most part, the Bulls did a good job of, outside of a big night from Randall, 23, 11, and 7. But that's like about what he's been averaging this season. So they didn't let him go crazy, which is what I was worried about, especially in the absence of Wendell. This Bulls front court has struggled defensively in these recent games. So you kept Randall in check. Nobody else was, I mean, like Burks and Quickly both had quality nights for them off the bench, 18 and 16 respectively. I mean, John, like if you're Tibbs and if you're Donovan, what about this game is going to change on Wednesday night?
I think Tibbs is going to try to get the ball out of Lauri Markkanen's hand and make him be a passer. That's what I would say. I don't think Donovan really changes much. It's like you expect Kobe to get hotter. You expect Zach LaVine to warm up sooner. But I do think Lowry was the thing you should adjust for if I was Tibbs, but also he's much smarter. What an insane sentence.
It's gonna be interesting to watch how they play those pick and rolls Wednesday, because that's kind of how Lowry was getting so wide open for those threes. Is everybody just went with the ball every time, whether it was Kobe or whether it was Zach, everybody went with the ball. So I don't think they'll be doing that as much. I don't know, but I don't think they'll do that as much. So guys like Kobe, you know, he's got to have a better game, because if they're not doing that much, that means you're getting that one-on-one defense, or those guys are switching on you. You'll have a bigger defender, which means you can go by him. So he's got to have a better game scoring. I'm not even looking at his facilitating for next game. He's got to have a better game scoring, because the facilitating will follow if he's giving me 25. So I'm looking at him to have a better game if that adjustment is made on Lowry.
We got some interesting ideas in the comments. Marlon said Tibbs has a plan, Keith Bogans. And he's going to put Taj on Lowry. Oh, I would love to see old man Taj playing some defense out there on Wednesday. He actually got some run for them when Nerlens Noel had been down recently. So we'll see if Taj gets in there on Wednesday. I would love to see Taj on the UC floor one more time. One last time, just like the Hamilton song. Guys, one last quick thought on the Knicks here before we get out. I was curious to see, we only saw 9 minutes of it, and I was not all that impressed. Do we think that Obi Toppin has not looked great so far this year because he was an aging rookie who had a great college career at a meh program against meh competition and was overhyped? Do we think he's not looking great as a rookie because Tibbs doesn't trust and doesn't play rookies, as I said, 9 minutes tonight? Or do you think it's a combination of both?
Go ahead, John.
I mean, sorry, it's a 1 minute Mavs game. You're asking about Obi Toppin. I feel like he's not playing because Julius Randle's their best player, and they're kind of similar, right? Like, it's like Julius Randle's having a career year, and they're both like stout stretch fours that aren't super tall, right? I think but I think hopefully he's pretty good, but I just think it's just real estate of you have the best version of him on the team already.
He's right. Yeah. But I don't know. I think I also would say it's a combo, but I mean Tibbs doesn't like rookies. He's never liked rookies, like ever in the history of time. Like I'm shocked Obi Toppin is getting 9 minutes, to be honest.
I know Rose really the fact that Rose couldn't win him over, then no one's winning him over. For rookies.
But yeah, you know what I mean? Like he came in, and luckily he wasn't there during Rose's rookie year. So that helped a lot.
That's true. You saw what he did, at least.
Yeah, I know, but it still didn't matter. It still didn't matter to him. He don't care. He doesn't
9 minutes for Toppin tonight is 9 more than Chris Dunn played his rookie year in Minnesota. That's for sure.
Oh my God. Chris Dunn. That is for sure. But yeah, I think he'll get a chance. I mean, Tibbs is like, you got to prove it. Like, that's just always how he's been. Like, you got to prove, you got to show me that you're coming to work. You're coming to work. You do your job. And then if you want to play, we'll play. Like, I've never heard another person who makes play sound like work.
Yeah.
Like every time he says play,
That's
it sounds
so
like
right. Oh my God.
work. When he says it, man, you want to play, you'll play. I'm like, I don't want to play. Like, we good.
I mean, at the same time, Dave, his catchphrase is "Do your job."
That's his phrase.
It's a job.
That's it.
It's not,
It's a job.
It's not
your
play.
job.
It's a freaking job. John, good
Clock
luck
in.
to your Mavs. It looks
It's
like
11
we got a
11 seconds.
point Mavs lead with 10 seconds left.
Yes.
Come on, man.
I wish you nothing but the best as you try and break your losing streak.
Five losses.
The Bulls broke theirs tonight. We'll try and make it in a row on Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Just as a reminder, you can always catch these Outcast episodes as podcasts after the fact if you miss any of these live on that BAWL on Bulls podcast feed, wherever you get your podcasts. Also, subscribe to that BAWL on Bulls YouTube channel for alerts when we go live there. Check us out on Facebook Live. Shout out to our fans in the Philippines and here on Hot Mic as well. For Big Dave and John, I'm Matt. Have a great night. We'll see you on Wednesday. See red. Be good. Peace out.